Welcome Galactic family. I and my husband are passed by financial difficulties. Question. Beloved Masters, good morning. A few months ago, my husband feels a very strong vibration in his right ear, but he cannot know what it is. It may seem funny or meaningless, but it gets worse when he's watching alien shows or documentaries. What can be and what can be done to improve? And we are also experiencing huge financial difficulties, and sometimes we find ourselves with no way out. In fact, since we got married, our financial and professional life is very difficult. Luckily, love is great among us, but I know that one does not live by love alone. We are starting a business, but we know that without money, something is hardly going to happen. We do not know what to do. Do we have some karma about it, something we have to go through to evolve? I always call for you, dear teachers and archangels, but I feel alone, without answers. Please, enlighten me. Gratitude. Answer. Daughter, your husband needs to follow the call of the heart, and that only he can do for himself. The sensations noted in the ear are natural, and he will perceive the signs at key moments in his life. But you need to seek the call of the heart. There is no karma or suffering tied to the lack of abundance in your life, but there is a great expectation that you place on something that has not yet occurred, and you must learn to allow life to go as it should, nurturing the feeling of faith and trust that everything is and will be the perfect way for both. As you follow the call of the heart, the doors will begin to open, and opportunities will gradually unfold. But only to the extent that they have the capacity to understand. Therefore, daughter, you must seek in the silence of the mind the answers that will be the guide for the next years of your lives. I'm Pitya. What happens with my kitten's health? Question. Beloved Masters, in the village I have a kitten that, as I was told, has as its mission to contribute to the energetic cleaning of space. The kitten has serious wounds on the skin that, in the opinion of the veterinarian, are due to allergic problems, not knowing what causes allergies. In recent times the problem has become much worse, and veterinary medicine is not being able to respond to the problem. My husband says the kitten is suffering, and he presses me to end his suffering. I would like to be informed if the problem is related to the energy of the space or if it is of allergic origin, and, in this case, which products you are allergic to, and if homeopathy or other therapy can help. And if the kitten is in pain that justifies euthanasia. Thank you very much for your help, because I want very much to relieve the suffering of the kitten and I do not know how to do. Answer. It is known that domestic animals have their mission to bring humans closer contact with what can be understood as unconditional love. Therefore, the feeling the kitten has for you is only of lucid love and gratitude. It will not carry and carries with it no expectations about it, whatever decision it takes at its destination. So, daughter, the Father will explain one thing to you: the conflicting decision lies only in your heart. You know the conflict is only your own. The animal lives the present moment and does not create conflicts in its own mind, it has sound mind, and that is what matters. He is happy because he has a sound mind and lives in the present, and that is enough. Therefore, daughter, the Father counts on you to learn from this example that is with you, and make the best decision about how to think about this experience. Right, daughter? Follow in peace in the home of Oxel Hale. Father Joseph of Arimathea. I help in the relationship with my mother. Question. Beloved Masters and Brothers. Need help. I would like to know how to break the relationship of heartache and discord that I have with my mother. Our relationship has been very conflicted since childhood. and I remember the harsh words of hatred we have exchanged. Do these traumas prevent my evolution? Where should I start to overcome this bad relationship? My gratitude for you exists. Kind regards. Answer. We know that she is carrying deep sorrows towards her mother, and that she also brings back memories of suffering from her experiences. But know, my beloved daughter, that you are in the family nucleus that you have chosen for your advance, and you need only accept the fact that wisdom can be obtained from the moment you only accept this truth. It is not necessary for you to strive to make things better between you and your mother, but it is rather necessary that you accept the differences between the two of you, and stop projecting into it the image of the one who should have the responsibility to be perfect, just because it's your mother. You see, my dear, that we all tread different paths of evolution, and that of your mother could not be the same as yours, as well as the way you see life before you. Therefore, dear, you will begin to live in a state of happiness from the moment you stop carrying the heavy burden you have created for yourself, that you need to understand your mother. Often the understanding is only in observing, loving and accepting. Focus on living that way, and over time you will be able to forgive the hurts that are still part of your present and dictate your life. Realize that it will gradually be healed, as you change your gaze in the face of this truth, that everyone is free and unique, following the very path of learning. I'm Maria Maddalena, teacher. Why do I feel hate and cannot love me even being Reikiana? Question. Good morning everyone. Throughout my life I have been accumulating a lot of hate within me. I feel hate for not feeling loved. I feel hate for not believing that it is possible to be loved the way I am, or am. Sometimes I feel a strong desire to destroy myself, sometimes I feel like dissolving into a fatherly embrace. I always look for books, programs, pages, courses and everything else that is self-help, but I always end up rejecting everything. Sometimes I think I should return to rituals with ayahuasca, because it was with her that I could feel full, but at the same time, I think that is not the solution, because the effect is temporary. I begin to meditate and feel better, but I do not persist. I'm Reikian, but I do not feel like using Reiki in myself. It even seems that I gave up on myself or that I do not want to feel good. What happens to me anyway? I think the answer. Answer. Honey, just stop judging and charging yourself to be the perfect image of peace and balance. We know that even those who demonstrate perfect balance and harmony still have their moments of inner search and disagreement with their own truth. And this is a positive thing, for it causes it to transcend the blocks that it created itself and did not allow it to take a step forward in its evolution. Those moments are positive, daughter. But the father will only give her advice if she is discouraged to take care of herself, who will take care of her. You know that you are a carrier of gigantic curative and transforming energy, and you can use it on yourself, do not you? So darling, live your moments of transformation, but still be cultivating a lot of love for yourself, and the way you prefer. But do not leave yourself alone. You know that the state of mind transformation is temporary, but it will always come. And that the body that carries this beautiful sparkling soul is fragile of matter, and needs care. Right, daughter? The father is going and leaves a big hug for the daughter. Father Benedito de Aruanda.